Still on your entertaining show, Heart Clinic. And what are we talking about today? For those who are just joining us, we're talking about premarital sex. My guest has said a lot of things, but part of what she said is, brother, if you're not going to marry that sister, do not touch. And sister, if you know you will not go on that journey called marriage with that man, my guest said, do not do it. Okay, back to the story I was going to share with you. Yes. I crave indulgence from this sister that shared the story. I know you actually told me that if I really want to make it public, I can, but I still need to take permission from you. It's for your own good and for everybody else who is bound to learn from you. So like I said earlier, I crave your indulgence and I apologize for throwing this open. Ma, there's this person who sent me a message recently that she's been married for 8 years. And then she was in a relationship with her husband for 3 years before they got married. But according to the church thing, the usual procedure, the usual thing,
yes,
the what do you call it? Counseling in church, they were told not to do anything, which they didn't. But in the long run, after they got married, she realized that her husband's manhood, it was so small. And then she realized that she couldn't cope with it. But she went on and on for 8 years. And according to her, they have 3 children now. But despite that, to make matters worse, the man will just sleep with her. According to her, it doesn't take, in fact, in seconds he's done. And then he sleeps off. And the major story here is, she said on this fateful day, the husband went out. And then she realized that she got down with the husband's friend who had a bigger manhood. And right now, she's feeling guilty because as much as she's enjoying, in her words, she said, I am enjoying the sex with my husband's friend. But I feel I am betraying my husband. And she has tried so hard to sit her husband down for them to see a gynecologist if they can help them. So that at least maybe anything can be done to that stuff and then he will become bigger. But the husband keeps shouting her down. And she does not want to lose her marriage. So in this situation, you can see that a lot happened because they never had premarital sex. I know you understand that there's something called sexual satisfaction in marriage.
That's true.
So how should she deal with this?
From this angle that you are coming from, first and foremost, we're not judging and I'm not judging her. The solution to our problem is not sleeping with her husband's friends. It is not an acceptable thing. That one on his own is wrong. So what should be done? Because marriage, when we talk about marriage, that's why I said before you agree to marry anybody, let love be the foundation of that marriage. Anybody you love, you will not look at the shortcomings. Love supersedes everything. I used to tell people, if you want to get married, make sure you are marrying the person you love from the deep of your heart. Marry to the person that you can take as your best friend. Marry to the person that you will see that whatever you do to that person, you are doing it to yourself. Yeah. So if you are married to such person, then you will be able to put yourself in the position of that person. Any marriage that is not standing on that platform will be having 1 or 2 issues. I even thank God that she had 3 issues. There are a lot of people that are passing through problems and challenges like that. They are passing through problems. She has 3 children already. She still have her husband. She still have her marriage. She said she didn't want to lose her home. But what she's doing can make her lose that marriage.
Okay, so what is she expected to do now? And for those who have similar issues, that's my second question. How are they supposed to cope?
I'll first and foremost tell her to first stop having relationship with the husband's friends.
Okay.
Sit her husbands down. Talk to her. because there's nothing hidden under the sun.
She says she has done that already.
Okay.
He has refused to budge.
Also, àìmọye ìgbéyàwó ló wà tó jẹ́ wípé wọ́n rí satisfaction on bed with their husband. In fact, a lot of women are victims of that are from counseling table. We have a lot of it. Exactly. So there are a lot of people that cannot open up to say their own out. But the fact that she can even say it is something. So ẹni tó bá ń larú nǹkan bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn kọjá nínú ìgbéyàwó, one kó jẹ́ kí ìfẹ́ tó ní sí ọkọ ẹ̀ àti ìfẹ́ Ọlọ́run kó kọ́kọ́ jọba. So that kó má bàa ṣe ẹsẹ̀ gbé.
Ẹ má bínú mà sáré kọ́ọ̀tì yín ní àǹgù yẹn. Ṣé rí ìfẹ́ Ọlọ́run obìnrin ní yín mà ọ́.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
Tá bá ń sọ̀rọ̀ kí n kàn wí. When you get so, permit me to use the word horny, or you get so aroused.
Yes.
At that point, being practical now, and then ọkùnrin kan débẹ̀ pẹ̀lú something small, ó ṣe ṣùkù, and then the next thing he's done.
Ó ti lọ.
Now at that time, you are left hanging. Ó ti already obìnrin yẹn ọpọlọ ẹ̀ ń calculate oríṣiríṣi.
Bẹ́ẹ̀ni.
And that, no matter how godly she is ma, at that time, bó jẹ́ git ma, bó jẹ́ any next available person lásìkò gbà yẹn, because at that time she's not thinking right.
Yes.
She's starved. So talking about emotions now, only surpass godliness at that time.
Because jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ, one should be able to not allow his emotions to overpower. One should be in charge of your life, of yourself. You should be in control. Don't allow emotions to control you, because emotion bá control you, tó bá ní kéèyàn lọ kó sókun, ṣó máa kó sókun ni, kò ní kó sókun. So at that time, that urge yẹn kéèyàn náà fi ara ẹ̀ balẹ̀. Kò sẹ́ni, even ẹni tí ọkọ ẹ̀ gan tó ń ṣe dáadáa, it's not every time ló máa ń ṣe dáadáa. There are times too that what you expect you will not get it. So that should not mean that we should go and do otherwise. I can understand that pain, mo lè rí nǹkan táwọn èèyàn pass through, but at the same time, be in charge of yourself. But the foundation of this problem has to do with the foundation of the marriage,
which is premarital sex.
Premarital sex. There are other things than premarital sex that should be looked at. Even if you are not. Bí o tiẹ̀ ṣe premarital sex, you can still see it, right? Ayé ta wà ń sìn sá.
You are allowed to see, but not test.
Don't touch. Okay. Excuse me. One, it is better for marriage not to take place than for marriage to take. It's better for you to cancel your marriage a night to the day of the wedding.
Broken relationship is better for
it's better than broken marriage. Exactly. So it's better for you to break your relationship than to enter into marriage and you are looking for how to break the marriage. People will not support you. In this world that we are, they don't support broken marriage. Okay. You will be on your own. The words they will tell you is alátiṣe, ló máa ti ṣe ààrẹ. No pastor will tell you go and divorce. No father will tell you go and divorce. No friend will tell you go and divorce. Ìwọ ló wà nínú ẹ̀, ìwọ ló mọ bó ṣe ń jó ẹ lára. So what you want to do is your own. And when you know that marriage is a relationship that nobody will enter into with you, you should be in charge of that marriage from foundation. Before you enter into it, you should know what you want to enter into. Before you go into it, you should know whether it will pay you.
So, mommy, ẹ jẹ́ ká break it down. Tó bá máa pay wọn. Before you go into it, you said, know what you're getting into.
Yes.
Now, sexually, which we're talking about now.
Yes.
Before you go into it, know what you are getting into. Now, my first question to you is this. You said it earlier.
Yeah.
If you're not going to marry her,
yes,
don't test it.
Don't test it.
Uh-huh. Now, how do we know, okay, part of the criteria for marriage,
yes,
should be sexual satisfaction, isn't it?
Part of it, yes.
It should be.
It should be. It's one of it.
Okay, so you're saying invariably that they are allowed to test, and if they are not satisfied, go your way.
That is not exactly what I mean.
Okay.
So what I'm saying now is that without testing, if you see a man that will walk, you will know.
You will just do like this.
And it will get up.
Ah!
Even if you touch yourself without opening, you will see. Some people, no matter what you do.
Okay, so you're allowed to commit touchery.
Don't touch. I'm not saying go in there to touch you.
Okay.
No, you get it now.
Okay.
We are being practical now. We are being practical.
And I'm happy, yes.
We are being practical. So we are looking at it from all angles.
Exactly.
We are putting everybody into consideration. I want to get married now, for example. I'm not even talking about sex now. I plan a life for myself. Mo wo pe tí n bá ti marry o, mo fẹ́ gbé ní duplex, mo fẹ́ gun mọ́tò tó dáa, mo fẹ́ gun Ferrari, mo fẹ́ wọ jacuzzi, mo fẹ́ lo designer, mo wá lọ fẹ́ wash repairer. Ẹ rí pé ìyá ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ láti kékèké. It's not that some of my setting. So you are the one, you should know what you are looking for. Some people will tell you, mo fẹ́ ọkùnrin tó ga, tó síngbọnlẹ̀, tó sanra, tó gùn, tó slim. It's part of it. From that description, you are already describing what you want. If you now get close to a relationship, you don't just jump into marriage. Marriage is not what you just jump into. By the time, that's why there's time for courtship. During the time of courtship, you are supposed to look at different things and look at it, look at everything. You are even permitted to ask questions.
What is the size of your...
You are permitted to ask questions. Be your fiancé's sister's friends, brother's friends. From there, you will get some information.
What is the size of your TB?
Everything is allowed now. Because there's nothing now, you ask Google. So you Google your marriage before you enter into it.
Benny.
Excuse me. Because if marriage, foundation of marriage is good, we will not be having problem in churches and most to marriage, divorce and this. So, ojú ti lansing.
Benny.
Everybody should know what they want to enter into. I'm not saying they should go and do sex before. If you can't hold yourself, use condom. If you can't use condom, prepare yourself. But what I'm saying is that it's not a way for you to now say, if I tell you, my daughter, don't allow any man to touch you before you marry, which is the right thing. Am I the one that will be there with her when she gets married? When she's facing a problem, there is for her and her problem alone. So you that want to enter into that thing, shine your eye very well.
Okay, shine your eyes well. So, only for one chance. We are going on a short break, and when we get back, Heart Clinic continues.